Hello, everybody, and welcome to the long-awaited episode 3 of the Glasshouse Podcast. And I'm your host, Evan, and I'm here with my co-hosts, Zach and Ty. Introduce yourselves. All right. Hi. It's been a while. It has certainly been a little bit over here from the Glasshouse. Yeah. No. The reason why we're going, we took Christmas and the New Year off like it's a fucking job. Oh my god. We didn't want to record. We're like, okay, let's, do cool things with our families and stuff. But because this takes so much time from our lives. But we didn't want to record last week in light of what happened in the Capitol. And I'm sure we'll talk about that later. But anyways, let's just move right on in. Ty.
Yeah.
Quite possibly the greatest media has come out over the past week or whatever, and you really have quite an opinion on it, Ty. And it's the Grubhub commercial, Ty. And
no!
I would like you to
Okay. Alright. Ty, you clearly have a lot of opinions about
pent-up anger about this Grubhub commercial, Ty.
You clearly have a lot of opinions on the Grubhub commercial. Would you like to elaborate on that?
You hate it.
Why do you hate? Why do you hate the Grubhub commercial?
It's fine. They're coming for me.
How?
How so? How is the Grubhub commercial vile, Ty?
I never want to see dancing animated figures ever again.
Ty.
Alright, I'm gonna take Ty to watch Sings and Cats 2.
I don't want to see dancing.
Cats 2?
Figures.
That's not a thing, right?
It's going to be. I'm going to make it a thing, but that's
fucking ominous. That's scary.
Yep.
That would happen in 2021. Them just be like, you know what? Fuck it, Cats 2. No. Fun story. Zach and I went to go see Cats, and that was one of the funniest nights because no one else was there except a dad and like his 7-year-old daughter, right? Like maybe in that ballpark.
And then there was some weird looking dude in the very front. I remember that.
Yeah.
I don't know what he was doing down there. But the movie was.
You want to be up real nice and close.
The movie was absolutely disgusting, and it was so funny. I was laughing so hard. I was on the floor in the movie theater. This is pre-COVID, so that's okay. But
this dude, when he says he was on the floor, he literally fell out of his seat and was in like a ball on the floor. And as he's on the floor, he's like, "Oh shit!" Like loud goes, "Oh fuck! Oh shit!" And he's like, "Evan, I'm about to throw up." And I'm like, "Oh my god!" Like, Zach, sit back down, cause he's like rocking in a ball on the floor, like laughing his ass off. Full of popcorn and shit.
Laughing so hard.
Yeah.
It was genuinely the worst movie experience I've ever had. And I went to see, the only one I can compare it to, I went to see Pirates of the Caribbean, the third one, when I was like really young. And I threw up right after. My mom said to me, she's like, "Hey Zach, did you like the movie?" And then I just went.
Apparently I did something like that when I was younger. I was sleepwalking or something, and I was in the kitchen, and my mom came up from behind me, tapped me on my shoulder, and was like, "Hey Evan, what's going on?" It was like 2 a.m. And I opened the fridge, and I just threw up all over the fridge. Just projectile vomited into the fridge. She was like, okay, and I have no memory of it happening, but apparently I did when I was like 6 years old. So that's my funny throw up story. Yeah.
So,
oh my god, the podcast is going great. I love throw up.
Let's move on. Actually, wait, Ty, do you have any experience
I
like
don't.
that?
Ty, you got any bad movie experiences?
Nothing to do with your eye?
No, we're not talking about that. No, my worst movie experience was I went to see, I think it was, I don't even know the movie. But I think I was like 7. And I remember that okay, so we went to a drive-in, right? And they made a big deal, like, double header. We're playing Ice Age 3 or whatever the fuck, Ice Age 2, and I'm like, I'm like, Mom, can we stay and watch Ice Age? She's like, no, it's getting late. It's like 9 o'clock. I'm like, God damn it, Mom, can we watch Ice Age? And the only thing I remember is I got a tuna fish sub from fucking Subway, and my stomach hurt the entire time because of that. And my ma looks at me, and I'm just sick, and she goes, Evan, is everything okay back there? And I go, yeah, Mom, but my balls are a little sweaty. So that hasn't gone away in my entire life. That gets brought up at every family get together. Remember, Evan? Remember when you said your balls were sweaty? All right. Anyways.
Let's talk. Well, coming from talking about sweaty nuts
and fucking throw up. Ty, can you not said sweaty ball Evan in general, please? Alright. So, a big question. Alright, so can you stop sending things in general? You're distracting me. Okay, so a big thing that I was thinking about one night, because once midnight comes on a Saturday, I don't know what happens, but I immediately hop on Instagram and I'm posting 18 stories about the fucking universe, and I start getting into all these conspiracy theories. But a big idea that I had was, do you think that billionaires just scroll through and pick the most random conspiracy theories, and they go, fuck it, let's make it a thing?
what made you think about this? What made you
I don't know. It was me. I probably was in the YouTube, the deep dark YouTube rabbit hole, watched a couple of videos, and was just like, wouldn't it make sense if Elon Musk was fuck it, chemtrails? You know?
No, I mean, I think what they do, they get together and they're like, okay, we're bored as shit, what are we gonna do? And then they're like, okay, so the monoliths, we're gonna we're gonna put an abstract metal structure in the middle of the country, and then we're gonna put another one in Bosnia when it three days after it disappears, or wherever the hell showed up.
Wasn't the monoliths wasn't that a YouTube channel?
I don't know.
That did that. I believe I watched 3 seconds of the video, and I was like, yeah, I'm bored already, who cares? But yeah, I think that would be super cool if
I would do that. I would fucking do that. If I was a billionaire, bro, I would send I would pay millions of dollars to design some new ship, and then or just a fucking light, a flying light, and I'll throw it above Texas, because they go crazy over that. And they're like, oh my god, UFO, oh my god! Or just throw it above Tom DeLonge's house. You'll get going over that.
He really would.
Like, do you think they just mess with really paranoid people? Like,
I
would so do that. I would so do
Wouldn't that be like Musk? Musk just dispatches a team to a farm in Oklahoma to just make crop circles.
Oh my god.
He's just like, quick, guys, stat, get out there. That would be super funny. Like, it's like Jeff Bezos, Bill Gates, Musk, and whoever the fuck just sitting at this big table. Like, all right, guys. So, okay. So what we need to do is we need to go back and alter the original footage from the moon landing to make it look like it was faked. And what we should do is create a fake set underneath like a mountain where the moon landing, this quote unquote fake moon landing was filmed, and then just leave like a random Polaroid picture on Steven Seagal's door, and then and then be like, Steven Seagal hops on Twitter, moon landing, fake. Did you guys see my new movie? I did Kung Fu.
I would not be surprised if Elon Musk has at least done something. Like, I would so do. How the fuck does he get that much money and not do anything? Come on.
Has to. Like, there's no way. Fuck, being charitable.
Elon has a great sense of humor, and I think he would.
Wow, I'm stuttering.
For like a 40-year-old.
Yeah, but wasn't he posting cat girls on Twitter the other day?
Whatever. We don't talk about that.
Elon Musk makes cat girls real. Ty loses his shit. He goes, "Oh my god."
He's in a he's in a stupid bunker, and he walks into the room in an all-black suit, looks at all the all-white scientists. He's like, "How is it going?" And they're like, "Oh, we're having some issues." And then the camera pans to like a glass pane, and inside the glass pane is a cat bowl. Like that's what.
Yeah, guys, we're finding it really difficult of connecting the tail to the tailbone and actually have it be usable and move.
Exactly.
I'm so glad that Tyler here was able to, be here and sacrifice himself for the test. But I mean, the tail isn't functional. We need at least 3 more weeks to make this tail functional.
Oh my god! Like
that, like
what's another conspiracy that's like that was at least massive? Like,
imagine. Oh my god! No, Zach. What's his face? God, I'm really stuttering today. What's that guy who was like the big billionaire? He killed JFK. That big billionaire, Jared? I called you Jared.
God.
The drug lord? Is it like, I don't remember?
No, I don't remember, but who's like the one guy you think of when you're like a billionaire? Hold on.
I think of Bill Gates.
Billionaires. I'm literally looking up billionaires.
I just think of Bill Gates and
there's Warren Buffett, but that's not it's not who I thought. Well, this is funny. Over the years. Hold on. We will get there soon. We'll get there.
It's like the fucking Alien bit when they're like, oh yeah, let's create a fake person, a fake scientist in Israel, and make the world believe that aliens exist.
I mean,
they were behind that shit.
I would believe it. I'm in.
Donald Trump's in on it. He's a fucking billionaire.
Not after fucking, I don't know. That dude. Oh my fucking god.
We'll talk about that later.
Yeah, I mean, I can't find the guy's name, but trust me. He fucked. Ooh, wow. We really know how to talk today. Trust me. He faked the moon landing. Nope, he assassinated JFK. Like, do you think do you think that's a thing, too? They're like, fuck it, we can kill somebody.
Yeah, they probably kill people all the fucking time, bro. They have so much goddamn power, bro. I'd be surprised, like I said, same thing with, faking conspiracies. I'd just be surprised if they're not killing people. Like, that's a lot of fucking money to care about, bro. Like, that's a lot of fucking money. Like,
yeah,
a million is a lot, but when you take that and turn it into $1 billion, right?
That's a big jump. That is a lot of money.
Thank you, Zach. The human brain can't grasp, like, the difference.
I can... Okay, the difference...
Well, you're Evan... Oh, okay. Whatever.
You are Evan. Bleep. Yeah. We get it.
No.
You're on a higher level. I understand the difference between 1 million and 1 billion.
That's a lot of fucking money, bro. Like, I would so kill someone over that kind of money.
Yeah, but the thing... Yeah. No, but... Like how many people? No. No. Okay.
Touchy.
I mean, no, Zach. What I mean, right, by that, is not like poor work conditions from cancer because they're putting ass poison in their shit. I'm saying, like, on a pure enjoyment, entertainment level. They're just like, hey, we got... Do you think they have, like, games where they, like, purposely, like, a mini Hunger Games? Like a billionaire mini Hunger Games.
That's where people go when they go missing.
Yeah. It's just, like, a bubble in, like, Saudi Arabia where they just put 50, like, people against each other, and each billionaire is betting on who's gonna win.
That is awesome.
No, it's not. No, it's not.
What do you mean?
Mr. Beast be like, Mr. Beast be like, all right, guys, today I put 75 poor kids from Brazil against each other in a race to the death. And whoever wins gets a ham sandwich for you and 3 others.
They steal like 50 randoms from across the world, and they do just a big ass race, and it's not a race to first, it's a race to which one can last the longest. Which one can last before they fucking pass out and disintegrate.
I feel like Musk is like the kind of guy who's just like, you know what? Fuck it. I'll take Mars. Do you think Musk, once he gets to Mars, because I think he will, and he's going to be fine, he's going to do his shit. Do you think he's just going to take Mars and just live there and just be like, this is mine?
No, I think he genuinely wants to, help humanity and set up colonies and shit. But I think he will. He also
posts cat girls on Twitter, so we can't really.
Dude, cat girls
he will house
out of Mars.
That's where they're made. Wait. Okay. Think about this, right? What if he's trying to go to Mars to like fund like to conduct experiments that are not allowed on Earth? Like do you think he's going to Mars for the purpose of just like committing atrocities?
Because murdering someone in space is, or at least on another planet, that you're not technically murdering.
You're not liable.
Because you're not inside of any U.S. territory.
Exactly.
Like if we have a colony on Mars, that's a colony, but the United States doesn't own that. Like
they don't have jurisdiction.
UN thing. It's a UN thing. It's like you can't take territory from. extraterrestrial planets or whatever.
That's a gray area.
Which is outdated, but
yeah.
So I can totally see a lot
that
of
needs to be updated
stuff.
Yeah.
Sus stuff happening if that doesn't get updated.
When the imposter
I'm not even blaming
sus.
Elon. I just mean like, oh, what if Elon does it, but as soon as he does it, like 5 years later, China's gonna do it, Russia's gonna do it, fucking, it's gonna get bad.
And then you're just gonna see that's something to look for, just to see how this like new age space race is going to go.
This video came out in 2021. Let me know what happens in 30 years from now if I'm not dead.
We're gonna be dead. Listen, I'll tell you right now. Listen, Listen, I have barely made it through whatever the fuck 2020 was. Yeah. We're here in 2021. We got
fucking year, man.
We got idiots storming the Capitol. We got Ty living. Like, really, everything's going. Okay, nope, this isn't gonna be another we're gonna kill Ty. God damn it.
Shut up.
Ty, I'm sorry, Ty. I'm sorry. I didn't mean it, Ty. Alright? Ty, oh no. Ty's gonna call. Ty's gonna call and be like, help. This is the second podcast episode. They've mentioned my life.
Wait, what? I spaced out. What the hell did you say about Ty?
I said, you know what? No, we're moving on. We're moving on. No, but I think that's really something. We should, like... yes. We should... Do you want to talk about, like, the toll 2020 has had on, like, people our age? Because I think we are...
Oh my God.
We had it so hard. Life is so rough being a teen.
I mean, yeah, we didn't really die from it, but, like, I feel like... I don't know.
Just, like, the changes.
I feel like us, like, in our grade... Like, oh, you mean the changes? Oh,
no,
fuck online school. Fuck that shit. All of you can fucking agree with me on that. Fuck that shit. Done.
I think that it is a very much agreed upon thing that
say that.
You
all agree with me.
That online school can it can fuck off. I'll say it. Oh my God, I said it.
No one likes it. The teachers don't like it. No one likes it. But it's something we have to do. But I feel like that's something that the older generations don't really understand.
We have it so hard.
And I know you both can understand that, because think about it. What did they have to deal with at their age? Measles? Yeah, so what? But,
yeah, so what? Only measles. But I mean, that's not the point I'm trying to make, though. Just like the amount of changes that the schools themselves are having us go through. It's super hard to stay on track, because first we have the big change of, okay, school's not going to be normal. It's going to be fully online or a hybrid model where you're going in parts of the week, staying home parts of the week, being on camera, doing that stuff. But also, you're looking at the changes post that, where one week, right? They're like, you know what? We're gonna be all home today. We're gonna be all remote this week. This week we're gonna be da-da-da-da-da. And it's hard to adjust between... I guess what I'm trying to say, it's hard to get into that rhythm. Back into that routine.
Because everyone has their own method of learning. There are kids that are perfectly fine with online school, depending on the subject. I'm one of those. I have trouble finding motivation in a lot of my assignments, but I think the only class I have an issue with is math. I can't do math online. It's not something I can do. And a lot of people have worse. Some people aren't doing anything since school started back up, and it's really sad. But I think after this goes away, in some way, people will understand and be willing to work with.
I'd like to butt in here. I personally feel like, you might call me stupid or not, but I personally feel like a lot of work that we have received is more than what we usually would.
It depends.
I
don't go to the
depends
same
on the
school as you guys. I'm not gonna mention the school's names, but I mean, I think your school is different, but also the same. Like you, Jesse, he would, and you guys, some of you guys would stop school at like 8 or 9, or just be done with everything at 8 or 9.
Yeah.
And then the hybrid kids would be done at 1. Like my school doesn't do that. My school, it's all the same, and that's really messed up in my head. And people, like the memes that are like, we know it's a very hard time, but like that's not far from the truth, dude. Like I have teachers assigning like essays every fucking day. It's ridiculous. I'm pissed, but
I don't necessarily think they're giving more work, but I think it's more of the teachers don't know what's going on and they don't know what to prep for, and so they're going, okay. Plus, they don't know when they're gonna see us confirmed all the time, so they're like, okay, let's assign this reading, let's do this, and we're not getting much out of it because we're not getting that lesson or that instruction to help base what we're doing, like what we're doing at home off of, type thing. But the teachers have no clue. We have no idea, and it's just this like circle of just like, hey, what can we do to help? The teachers at my school and the entire school have been great. They've been great, or at least on my hand, they've been great with like, okay, being lenient and giving more time, but it's like, it's so hard. It's so hard being me. It's so hard being a teen. It's so hard being a teen in America. It's so rough.
A big issues. Oh, you want to go, Ty?
Yeah,
go ahead.
Real quick, going off of what Evan said, yes, a lot of the teachers that I've had, or most of them, they're flexible. Or for me, I have like those few teachers who are like, I think I'm gonna give you like
that
I
one.
don't know, 2 essays, a test, and a book question to finish in like under a few days. Yeah, fuck off.
They have no idea. Plus, also, there's also a thing with teachers aren't realizing that it takes longer to do stuff at home than it does in school.
Yeah.
So teachers are prepping for a school day, right? When really, because we're home. We're sitting at our bed. We're sitting in our bedroom, you know, losing our goddamn minds, sitting here like I could honestly give a rat's ass about the trenches in World War I. I could give a rat's, you know.
By 11 o'clock, I'm done. By 11 o'clock,
Yeah.
my brain's mush, and then I'm not paying attention. And then what I would, I'm not gonna go into what I would want to do, but literally, what was it? Okay. Big thing with what you guys said about how they don't know.
Mm-hmm.
They don't know, obviously, but I talked to some of mine about it. I emailed some of them, and they're like, yeah, we get it. We're trying to, you know, and then some of them didn't fucking care, and then and then there are others that legitimately changed what they were doing.
Yeah,
that was good to see.
Multiple teachers after Q1 were like, okay, let's fix some stuff. But I want to piggyback on what the hell did you say? Holy shit, I'm blanking. Well, this is funny. this is my blank.
God damn it!
Don't worry, I do that. Fuck! Whatever. 29.50. Remember that, Jesse. Okay. All right.
No, he types. No, but yeah, I don't know. It's rough. I completely forgot what I was gonna say, and I had something cool. I promise.
Maybe we should.
Yeah, we should move on. But yeah, it's rough. I hope things will, straighten out. But grr. All right. You want to talk about funny internet drama?
Oh, there's more.
Of course. There's always funny internet drama that I hate. I hate so badly, but I feel like we have to bring it up because we talked about Josh in the first episode. So we have. Why is Jared making cameos in the podcast? Just his name. So many people, they're just gonna sit here and they're gonna be like, who the fuck is Jared?
I think
Trust me.
They're gonna sit here and be like, who the fuck is Jesse?
No, but Jesse makes a cameo every once in a while.
Yeah, it's every once in a while.
They know No, but it's just
we have yet to see that. But all right, let's go on.
Okay.
What were you saying?
Right. I feel like we have to talk about this because we talked about it in the other podcast, and it's a very torn topic. But recently, it has come to light that popular YouTube influencer CallMeCarson has been doing some funny stuff, and I believe the gist of the story is, because I'm not a Fortnite aficionado like some of you guys. I believe I believe.
Okay, continue.
That was directed towards you, Ty, because I know you know all about internet drama. Ty knows everything. Ty's on Twitter. No, but Carson had a relationship with a 17-year-old girl when he was 19. That is not, from what I've seen, it's not illegal, but there was exchange of funny haha photos. So then that makes it iffy in Fortnite, and honestly, I don't know what to think. I don't know why we brought it up, but it's like such a big topic that you have to bring up, and it's somebody that I know personally. I watched and was inspired to be like, hey, let me make a couple Minecraft videos because of SMP Live, and I'm like, hey, let me make a Minecraft server. Like, it was something I was really into when it was, so I feel like have to talk about it.
It's very, very tough, and it's very, very sad because I think he was going to be, if not still is, going to be a huge name like years from now, kind of like how
now for all the wrong reasons
Sky is. Now it's for the wrong reasons, but I mean, if this wasn't over the internet, it would be completely fine because they are protected under the Romeo and Juliet clause.
I don't think so though. In Indiana.
With the photos.
No. But
I'm talking about.
Okay. With the photo. All right. I didn't know.
They're not protected with the. They're not protected with the photos. That he asked for photos. He asked for child pornography, and he got child pornography, and he probably still has child pornography. By child pornography, I mean 18 and under. But it's very tough. Do I think he's a pedophile?
No.
I don't think so. But he did break laws.
I don't think he's a pedophile. I don't think he is a bad-intentioned person. Some of the messages are really fucking funny.
I'm playing League.
But
it's security time.
I have hairy. Not so real fucking sad. No, they're peak comedy. These messages are like me in what,
Elon.
7th period science class. Me on 7th period science class. Just stuttering my ass off. Because I'm reading. And I go, haha, stutter, stutter, stutter. Stutter phony. But I think it's rough. I don't think he's a bad person. I don't think he's a degenerate. I don't think he's a piece of shit. I think he's somebody who is, not very social, if that makes sense. He's not very out there, right? So what happens is he all of a sudden got a lot of attention from a younger audience. And I think that's the big thing with like these Minecraft YouTubers that end up being pedophiles and shit like that, is they're people who haven't had a lot of human interaction, and then out of nowhere they get just a boost from kids, and they're getting that love and attention from kids, and they're like, oh, where was that, But of course with it's sad, but I don't think we should nail him to a cross and be like, which is what everybody did day one. And I think, personally, they handled it so wrong with going to Keemstar to break it. Keemstar is the last person, like, if you want to do it respectfully and shit like that, but I can see where the friends were put in a hard spot. People like Schlatt and Connor said that they were, like, there for Carson, trying to help him through this, because I guess Carson had come out and told them about it like a year ago. Was it, Ty?
Yeah, it was like what, a long time ago, and they
Early
tried
2020.
helping him, but they heard that he wasn't getting any better, so that broke their hearts.
I think that's the biggest thing, is that he didn't stop. I mean,
well, we don't know if he didn't stop.
Well,
that's
it went
the
into
question.
2020,
said it
I'm pretty
himself,
sure.
so.
Right, but that's when. No, they said they can't confirm if it has stopped.
Oh.
They said that the roommates said weird things. But it's not like no one else has come out since besides the one person.
It's been a while since it started. Has Carson said anything at all yet?
No, but that's
literally
smart.
anything?
On private
It's
Discord,
smart.
he has. I believe I saw
Yeah.
like a screenshot or two. I don't know what they said, but I think that's really it.
I believe he admitted to them and was like, yeah, this happened, But I don't think it's something you can nail him to a cross for. I don't think, from what I was reading, nothing, I believe, was illegal. Like, there's nothing they could prosecute him for. I might be wrong, but
I think he can get in trouble for having and asking for the child pornography, and I think the kid could get in trouble too, because she technically distributed child pornography, even if it was her. And
the issue that I was finding is you can't be like, so many people were saying he's a groomer, groomer this, groomer that,
She was playing it.
and I feel like, and on multiple times, like, gave consent for it, right?
That's right.
Which you can say, I mean, and then maybe that's where the power dynamic comes in. And it's like, big YouTuber goes, hey,
I mean,
show me your boobs.
Was there, in the screenshots of the tweets, was he ever like aggressive?
I don't believe so.
I don't think so. It was just
Like,
weird.
They were
girl,
weird,
you better
but they
send
were-
me. Yeah, they were
No.
weird, but they're not like,
No, they weren't like, and throughout the messages, they seemed very, like, during it, he seemed very held back and anxious about it, and very, he knew that it could be wrong type thing. But I don't think he inherently did. To be honest, I don't know. much. I know what I've seen, but from what I've seen, he shouldn't be prosecuted for anything. But also, I don't think it's anything we should,
I think bottom
kill
line
him for.
is
He fucked
still
up.
a kid. He fucked up, but he's still a kid.
He fucked
Okay.
up. But it's not like, CallMeCarson is exchanging nudes with 18 9-year-olds
Yeah.
and da-da-da-da-da-da. Like, it's not the most egregious thing. A lot of people with recent controversies that came up, they're like, there's the pyrocynical controversy, there's the mini-lad controversy. CallMeCarson's somewhere in the middle. Where with Pyro, he's not a pedophile, he's not a, but he's a loser, he's a degenerate. Who cares? Fucking make your own decision. But he didn't do anything wrong. Besides, not verify. But there was nothing exchanged. There was nothing,
When I first heard about that, I genuinely thought it was one of the funniest things on the fucking planet.
Did you read his Reddit post? He started it with "Hey gamers," and that was literally the funniest shit I've ever read in my life. As a Reddit post, it was just "Hey gamers," and then went on.
Well, that's also him being like, from his perspective, which inherently you have to look at all the perspectives when you're in that position, But he's like, I know this is stupid, So he goes, "Hey gamers," and with Mini Lad, that was fucking atrocious, the shit that he was accused of. So he's and how long he tried to play it off as it never happened, or try to keep going with his YouTube, that was rough. Then he released an apology that was half-assed at best. Yeah, Jesse just said, didn't he make a fake apology as well? Yeah, awful.
And he was
We'll
very
go into
late
the
on it, too.
Yeah. Like, the guy went 3 months, Zach, of just uploading videos. As normal. With all of the comment sections just like, so what's going on here? Yeah, I don't know. I think my thoughts in general are, we don't need to kill him, but he did fuck up. Yeah.
We're good on that.
Yeah, I think we can move on after that.
What else is there?
Do you want to dive into another deep, dark topic? A rough topic?
There is. We still don't know much of what's going to happen.
Let's go into the here. Let's take a break from this, and let's go into like the music section.
All right, Ty. What have you been listening to?
Yeah, what have we been listening to? Ladies
Don't say
and gentlemen.
Tool again. Don't fucking
Don't
say Tool again.
I'm not gonna say Tool again.
Jesse says Eminem.
No.
Jesse's been listening to a whole lot of Eminem.
Okay, well, Jesse is. What have I been listening to? It's
Ty.
been a mix.
Well, Ty, you've sent me your T-Money parentheses
no.
funny playlist.
Oh, no!
And the description says, and I quote, "R flag FGTFGFGF etc." I'm not reading all of that. I see Avenged Sevenfold, Deftones, Bring Me the Horizon, My Chemical Romance, Dream Theater, Periphery, Primus, dun, 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 dun. Slipknot, System of a Down, Tool, lots of all that. That's a lot of
Lots of Tool on that.
You fucking liar! There's Eminem in here.
I know, but I haven't been listening to Eminem lately.
Ty loves Eminem. Ty goes one day, "Evan, I've been getting into a lot of rap lately."
Shut up!
And I'm like, yeah, Ty, what kind of rap are you listening to? And he's like, "Have you heard of The Real Slim Shady and Gooba?" And I'm like,
Nickelback. Nickelback is in here.
oh boy.
Only 2 songs, okay?
I love Nickelback.
Nine Inch Nails, Bring Me the Horizon again. Corpse! What?
I don't even listen to
It's
that
cat
song. That's
cat
funny.
girls are ruining my life, right?
Yeah.
Which is ironic, because Ty's gonna be Elon Musk's test dummy on Mars.
Got some 100 gex. I think it's good to get into 100 gex, because I feel like that genre is just going to get bigger. So.
What genre is that?
Clip
Who the fuck
art.
knows? Yep.
Clip art?
Clipart.mp3, and then there's that's what have I been listening to? Same shit. I've been getting even more excited for the Architects record coming out in a month from now, a little bit longer.
Every single podcast.
I
So what are you looking forward to? The Architects.
mentioned it.
The Architect. Yeah, we didn't have the music section last podcast. We just skipped over it.
Tomorrow, though, or tonight, Juice WRLD's last music video he ever recorded is coming out tomorrow, which is it's sad, but
yeah, it's gonna be sad. I can't wait to. The thing that I hate is for Juice WRLD, it's kind of like lost all. Like it's starting to become a meme in my eyes, like. Me logging onto Instagram and just seeing everybody just be like Juice WRLD, Juice WRLD, Juice WRLD. Like I don't know. I don't know what I'm getting at. I'm gonna check it out. I like Juice WRLD. I'll listen to it. I love Fortnite.
I've been getting into Chelsea Grin
recently.
Oh, Ty doesn't even know.
Ty doesn't even know.
Are
Ty,
they
you're about to
running
get
the
red
ground?
pilled.
No, they're
No,
not.
they're not. They're not.
They're what's it? I like Halsey now. That's
Halsey?
something.
Oh, that's rough. That's not good.
Yep, I know.
That's not good. Zach's going off the deep end.
What about you, Evan?
Zach's like, I heard the one song with Machine Gun Kelly, and I really like that one. I like Machine Gun Kelly's pop punk album. That's what Zach says. Every time he wakes up, he listens to the Machine Gun Kelly pop punk album.
I do not listen to the Machine Gun Kelly pop punk album. I listen to the first four. I listened to the first 4 tracks, added the first one, and then called it a day.
Zach, you went. I don't listen to Machine Gun Kelly. Oh boy, Zach, that was Zach. That was some me levels of word vomit right there, and I'm proud of you for that.
What are you listening to, Evan?
What am I listening to?
Yeah.
I am listening to. Get this right. Your friend, and we're gonna give him a shout out here. Maxi KD, go check him out. He dropped a new song and music video called Heaven's Door, and I've been listening to it a lot. I like it. I think it's one of the best things he's dropped. He's pretty good, and I am intrigued to see what he can do. But that motherfucker unfollowed me on Instagram, and that makes me sad. It makes me sad. But
he showed me a few things he's been working on, and yeah,
Zach,
he's getting a lot better.
Zach, the fame.
What?
Yeah, no, the fame. The fame's getting to Maxi's head. I miss the old Maxi.
God, fuck off.
It's gonna be funny.
Oh, go on. I'm sorry.
No, it's gonna be funny when the podcast blows up. I unfollowed Jesse.
That is gonna be funny. Jesse was making more cameos.
Jesse's gone. We're too big for Jesse now. Yeah. Hey, Jesse. He says, what? Huh? What did I do? Alright, you wanna...
Should we dive into that topic, or...
So then we can leave Thai internet dumb shit for the end. Oh my god, 2 internet dumb shit segments in one podcast.
Let's try not to get it that much longer than an hour, though.
We got about 13.
A little bit under 10.
Yeah, we're good. We're good. We we got a little bit of
Cry
time.
about it.
Also, first, before I do this, I'm declaring war.
On who?
On what?
Podcast. I'm declaring war on podcast.
Why? What is this deck?
Our dear friend Raymond.
Oh.
He has a podcast, right? That he uploads. What? Is it weekly?
No
It's
clue.
weekly. Why did you say 49.50? You know, anyways. Raymond uploads a podcast. His YouTube channel is Ray is Dead, by the way, if anyone wants to check it out. He has a funny video called Whackcraft that I'm in. And it's only funny because I'm in it. And not because it's a good video. But anyways, why are we declaring war? Because his podcast has been more consistent, and I want to. Fuck Ray. Fuck his podcast. Ray, I love you. We're coming after you. War. Glass House versus podcast.
We'll
period.
See. We'll see you next week, Ray.
We'll see who prevails. We should have Ray on, and just have.
Yes.
We should have Ray on, and then we should see if we can get on his podcast, and then just do that. I think that'll be funny. All right.
Sure.
We'll reach out. All right. You want to talk about depressing shit now, and how this country's in shambles?
There is a lot going on right now.
Woo! Shambles.
No, right now. It's what happened after Wednesday?
Well, let's back up. Well, let's not get to after Wednesday. All right. So as many of you guys know, Wednesday, Thursday is our recording day, right? And we usually go, all right, let's go record. And we're sitting there and we're like, Ty sends a message in Glasshouse podcast Discord server general about how there's idiots in the Capitol building.
Wait, I did?
And I go, yeah, you did. And I go, huh? So I look it up, and I'm like, oh, this is funny. Me thinking, oh, they're just having a little funny protest outside, you know. They're doing like a really funny thing. But turns out one of the most what can we call it? One of the most
it's a coup. It's technically what they did was they raided the Capitol building while they're voting, which I want to say before I get into that is fucking hilarious, because even after they're done, they're gonna vote on it anyway. But whatever.
Yeah, did they think they could hold it? They're like, let's hold the Capitol building.
I believe so, and it's like, yeah, it's funny, but it's terrifying to me because
there's like a push and a pull.
The fact that they could do that at all is mind-boggling to me.
The big thing that messed with me is there's all of these pictures of, you know, the police and security during like Black Lives Matter protests versus the Capitol on election day. Not election day, on the voting, you know? And it's like there is such a drastic difference, so many less police, when that day really showed just the problems with this country, how divided we are.
I hate saying that white privilege is a thing. I believe me, I get it. I hated admitting to that stuff because I just didn't believe it. I didn't believe that we had that problem. But after Wednesday, it's so abundantly clear to me There is no... And the funny thing is, this isn't just some store. This isn't just some random building. This is the Capitol building of the United States.
Yeah.
This isn't, like... And I don't like doing this either, but I blame the president.
Yeah. Well, there's no one else to blame. This motherfucker immediately... the guy had his speech in front of the White House and went, let's go down to the Capitol or some shit. You know, he's like, let's go pay our friends, you know? And they march on down multiple times before. He's like, we will not, you know, peacefully, you know, transition to power, and we won't tell, I won't tell people to stand down. And it's like, who do you think you are?
No one is with him anymore.
Yeah.
Like,
and
he's banned off of Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, Pornhub, Spotify, YouTube. I'm not kidding about that.
Twitch.
He probably is banned off of... Actually, no.
He is banned off.
He's probably not banned off of Twitch.
No,
yeah.
He's banned on Reddit? Oh, Ty, you're not going to be able to see him. Oh, Jesse's posting the pictures. Yeah, I don't understand how they could get that close to the building and then get in and have a photo op. I was infuriated. And funny. Don't get me wrong. But infuriated by the fact that only one person was killed from that, by, like, violence, too. Not, okay. Listen, I'm not saying that violence, I love violence. Violence is the answer. But when a big group is storming the Capitol, what are you supposed to do? You know? Defend the Capitol. You are supposed to do your job and defend. But that, it exposed the problem in this country. The fact that white people could just stroll right on in with their guns and their masks and take the speaker's podium and stroll on out, sell it on eBay, and be fine. And it's like, with only one casualty of violence, I know 3 people died due to, like, natural causes during there. I believe, 1 cop. And this is from the crowd, right? That's like, all lives matter, stand with cops, we love cops, all lives matter. And then they're beating the shit out of a cop. You know? Like, cops laying down in the fetal position while 8 people rail on them. It's like...
And my first thought was like, oh, there can't be that many people that are actually like this. But then, like, I hear things in my own school from people that are like, oh, Trump still won. The stuff in the Capitol was justified. It makes me think, like, that's scary to me. Like, I don't. It makes me angry. It does. There are so many fucking things wrong with this country.
It certainly puts us in a, like, we are in a privileged position. We live in the northeast suburbs, you know, in a fairly educated area. Yeah. And we can, you know, see this and see what's going on. But I'm going to name drop someone like Jared, who lives, you know, in a little bit more of a divided state. You know, like the shit he tells me about the people at his school. It's bewildering. It's like, and it puts, and I'm sitting here, I'm like, what can I do? What can I do to do a little, to, like, help make things a little bit better? So I try to do little dumb things. But
I don't think this is the last we're going to see of Donald Trump, or at least his image.
Don't
forget. No.
Don't forget. We got. I'm pretty sure the FBI sent out a warning that there are more stormings planning to be had on Inauguration Day on all 50 state capitals.
I'm sure.
In fact, Jared messaged me. He messaged me during the podcast. He says to me, there is a group of far-rights trying to get 4,000 people with guns to surround the Capitol and not let the Democrats in. And then he says, Zach, that's not good.
We should have Jared on the podcast one day.
I think Jared would be funny, but
just me and Jared going. I did ask him, but there would be no way to record his audio in this format right now. But
we'll figure it out.
Because his Browns won the first playoff game in 22 years. Corvette, your way to the polls.
God.
Fuck you, Juju. Sports. We should have a sports segment where it's just me talking for 5 minutes.
We didn't record on Wednesday because we didn't want to talk about it.
Yeah.
When it was happening, and we didn't want to release the podcast on Friday or Saturday and it be outdated and something else happened.
Yeah.
So I had no peace in the house at all. Like, she was fucking screaming at the top of her lungs at the TV. I was like, okay.
And certainly it's hard to, like, because you can't just see something and immediately digest it and form an opinion on something, you know? Of course, we knew right away that it was horrific and a heinous act that will be in the history books along with all of 2020 and whatever the fuck 2021 is now.
To be considered
I think this is the first... No, it is, but tell me if I'm wrong. I think isn't this like the first coup or like since the Civil War or something like that? Like, has there ever been like some kind of just attempt to
not of my knowledge
take over? The last time I believe was the Civil War, and that wasn't even trying to take over. The South just wanted to be their own thing.
Yeah,
but like that. I think we're gonna have another Civil War? I don't think so, but
the one thing that scares me is that this country, because we live in such a liberal part of the country, and hearing other stories from around, like we don't have experiences in how other places function, you know, where other places are. But again, from what I hear from like a Jared or a Ray, it's like it's rough. It's rough down there. It seems it's very much, I'll say it, not progressive. And I don't know. It makes me nervous.
I'm not gonna name drop anyone either, but I know a friend whose dad was in DC at the time, working on something, and then he kind of just joined in. He didn't go in the building, but he was there, and it's really? If you look at the pictures, are any of them wearing like masks at all? Yeah,
nope.
Some of them
that infuriated me because again, teen, it's so hard being me, but it's like, as a nation, we have completely dropped the ball on this pandemic. Completely. And it's like, in order to get through it, right, we all need to follow the guidelines. But because we live in America and it's a free country, everybody's like, no, you're restricting it's a little bit harder to breathe. What's happening is I'm breathing out and I'm breathing in the fucking, the whatever. Oh my god, I'm completely blanking on what the fuck we breathe out. What do we breathe out, Zach? What do we breathe out? Tell me.
Carbon dioxide.
Carbon dioxide. Yeah. It's like I'm breathing out carbon dioxide and I'm breathing it back in because the mask is blocking the air and I'm gonna have ligma. That's it.
A lot of it,
Like
these people that do that, they look up to Big Daddy, and we all know the name of Big Daddy. And Big Daddy refused to wear a mask until he himself got the virus. That's when he's like, oh wow, this is a big deal.
Which I personally thought would have been a turning point, right? Because so many of them look up at Trump and they're like, okay, well, if he says, that, then let's follow. But they just didn't. And it's like, it scared the shit out of me. Seeing all of these people together without wearing masks, but also it kind of takes care of its own problem. Because they're all gathering with their masks and they're just a big group of idiots without masks. Fuck it. Kill yourselves. All of you do it. Go, gather together, all get COVID and die. Please, die. Then maybe we'll have, a productive nation. Jesus Christ, just
we
die.
throw stones
God.
here at the Glass House Podcast, but not as much as these fuckers, bro.
I am completely fine with every single person who showed up to just die. I do not care. Just the okay. You know what? Let me take a step back.
I don't feel like they were this crazy 5 to 10 years ago. Like I feel like
it's because
when Obama came in, they were kind of, like, well, what the fuck is this? But they weren't, like, what happened? Like, how does Donnie, like, change people that much?
It's because they see Donald's big appeal, and I understood the appeal going in. And I have family members who voted for Trump, and I'm like, I get the appeal. He's not a politician, but he is an actor. Don't even get it twisted. He may not be a politician, but he's as fake as they get. And it's very much, I don't know. And they got their guy, I think that was their thing. They got their guy in power, and he's very one-sided. So then it kind of split it more, because it's you're either against Trump or you're with him, type thing. Not necessarily,
Go on.
The only thing that I was like, yeah, Trump really stood up for the team was when he's like, no, we need the $2,000 stimulus, and I was like, yeah, baby, woo, let's go, Trump. And then I went, so I noticed you didn't denounce and called them beautiful people. Oh, you beautiful people, go home.
Personally, though, we shouldn't talk about this that much because it's politics and it's fucking it's stupid to bring up. But
it's not even politics, though.
No, I'm going to talk about the stimulus check.
Oh, okay.
I don't think we should get anything. I mean, yeah, I get it. It's kind of like a mini tax break. I get it, but I feel like before that, just focus the money on fixing it. But I mean, Trump doesn't know how to do that. We need to wait for Biden. I know Biden knows either.
No, the big problem with that, Zach, is again, we live in a privileged area, but I know personally, without those checks, we wouldn't have been, people are
seems too minor to really make a difference. But then again, like you said, we are privileged. There are probably people that do that, like that could change everything for them. But I mean,
I'm especially, but those helped, get through, really, a little bit.
It's not really my place to, really talk about. I just think the money should be put towards other things, and then we can help them out later on. But back to the other thing. God. I am not excited for the inauguration.
You know what? I'll backtrack on what I said a little bit. I feel like I feel like a lot of people are misled. And they're going on to Facebook. They're going on to these things and they spread their bullshit. And they're like, hey, and I see it on the left too. A lot of some actress the other day posted on her Instagram saying, we lost 144,000 jobs this week, and all of them were women. Not a single man lost a job this week. And I was like,
all right.
I'm like, what?
All right.
What?
All right.
So, and that was made to tug at your emotions, you know, to be like, oh, I'm outraged. Why did 144,000 women lose their jobs and not a single man? You know, and that causes uproar. But it's the same thing on the right leaning things, right? They're like, you know, there are equivalents, and this is a fairly, you know. This was an actress who was a show on NBC and posted that. So a lot of people are susceptible to it. Then they see, you know, hey, you know, we're storming the Capitol. So I do backtrack on that they all should, you know, but I think that maybe there should be an example made of them. And I think, you know, really put it into stone that this isn't acceptable. Mm-hmm. This is not something that should exist in this nation.
The future is a gray area. It's blurry. I don't know what's gonna happen, but I mean, hopefully it gets hopefully after Biden gets in, it calms down a little bit.
I don't think it will. I think the inauguration is going to be worse because what's happening now is all of those people at home with their shotgun watching the news are now going to go like, huh, I'm now motivated to go do something. And look at all these patriots who stood up with their Confederate flags. Yeah, real patriot.
Fucking disgusting. Like there's no defending that. I used to be pretty right wing. There is no, and a lot of Republicans can't defend that. They've said it as well. Makes no sense to me. And if you think it makes sense, sit down and think about it for longer than 5 seconds, please. There's
issues in this country that can have sides, right? This isn't one of them. This is America, what this nation was built on, versus Confederates.
The attack on 9/11, everyone was brought. Republicans, conservatives, liberals, Democrats, they all came together. They're all like, okay, what do we do? Mm-hmm. Why didn't we do that during the pandemic? Why was it always a tug of war argument?
Political issue.
Why? And I think the difference between 2020 and 2001 is extremely different, and it's, I don't know. I want it to get better, but I don't know how anyone could work towards that.
The thing that has happened over the past few years is that basic human decency has become a political topic. Mm-hmm. And that is a crime within itself. And is heinous. That isn't... It's not good. Not cool. I'll say it. But, do we have something to wrap up on a little bit of a lighter note, or do you want to hunky dory?
What's happening? Well, vaccine.
Hey, woo! go, baby! Yeah, vaccine!
Vaccine. I heard that essential workers will probably get it before general public.
My aunt got her first round like a week and a half ago. Yeah,
it was good. Yeah.
Yeah, she's a paramedic.
I think Corona, it won't have as much as an impact on it than it did last year, obviously. But
I mean, it's gonna get better, but things gotta get a hell of a lot worse before it gets better. And I think we've hit the worst, because everybody's just trying to rush to get in and get back, and then fuck it, we'll get the Yeah. You know what I mean.
Well,
all right.
This podcast was a little bit more of, I think we had fun. We had a lot more fun, but at least I did.
Some of the topics were, of course, dark and a little bit, not as haha funny.
We're not trying to make it all doom and gloomy. We're trying to. It's just things that we genuinely are worried about. Yeah,
it's definitely stuff that has also hindered the recording of the podcast in the first place.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, especially with the school stuff, we're killed at noon. And we're like, we can't, we don't have anything to record. Because we're all out of it. Then
we thought about changing our recording schedule.
Yeah.
We might start recording on Fridays instead of Wednesdays and Thursdays, which I'm down for. I mean, if you guys are.
We can try to figure out a better schedule, and we'll keep you guys posted.
And after this video comes out, we are going to start uploading specific clips from the first 3 podcasts, and then as the 4th one comes out, we're going to gradually release more of those clips until the next episode. And we're going to get back into it. We're going to be more consistent.
Yeah, the plan is to upload the podcast, and then starting the next day, upload, or maybe a day later, put up 1 video a day of a segment from the podcast. Because what we're finding, and I'll keep it really quick because we have to wrap, is watch time on YouTube is the biggest way for it to be pushed. And what's happening is, especially with the Dream podcast, which I think is also a big reason why we wanted to take a step back.
We were proud of the podcast, but we weren't proud of the result, which we shouldn't have really thought about too much. I probably won't even look at this one at all.
We were really focused on episode 1, and we went, oh my god, this thing is doing really well. And then when episode 2 didn't do as well, we got crushed.
The views were great, but it was the watch time, and that kind of crushed
the watch time. So we have kind of we understand that a podcast is not going to have the highest watch time percentage. So then we're gonna upload a video, a clip, like every podcast does. I don't know why we didn't do it from day one. And also, I'm gonna make a TikTok.
Glasshouse
to upload
Glasshouse
clips.
Podcast TikTok. I'm excited for that.
Yep. We'll find. Yep. We're gonna be like the young kids now. We're gonna be like the kids nowadays. Have a TikTok. But I think we can wrap here. We appreciate you guys tuning in if you've made it this long to this Doom and Gloom podcast. We're gonna try our best to. What are you chuckling about? We're gonna try.
Downstairs.
We're gonna try our best to not have it so doom and gloom, but this is just what's going on. We're not gonna come here and act all, happy go lucky when shit's hitting the fan. So that's not who we are. So we'll see you guys next week, hopefully, and appreciate you guys tuning in. That wraps.
Thank you.
Episode 3.
Bye-bye.